It's rebel against defeat, chase excellence, masculinity, and men first. Guys, we're in cuffing season. And I keep getting emails and questions about dating single mothers with kids. Every red pill content creator talks about the risks of dating single mothers. You'll never be first, you can never discipline, but you can always financially provide. Remember, when you're trying to discipline a kid that is not yours, that baby mama is going to bark down your throat. You do not have jurisdiction in that area. The only jurisdiction you have is paying for his braces, his little league, his birthday presents, and everything else that he needs. And that is when you become the provider. Remember, you're never the father. And a stepfather is not the father. Now, I need to omit those folks that grew up with an amazing stepfather, because that is very rare today, that a woman would allow the stepfather to actually replace the father. But if you have been raised by a great stepfather, you are definitely in the 1%, okay? Especially if you're, 35 plus and older. Those don't really appear anymore. But I could be wrong. Now, here's the deal. Dating a single mother, there's no upside to it, because let's just say that the guys that they all say they married losers. Well, they chose to marry a loser. Remember that. There's always a choice. And accountability and responsibility is something that the emotional brain of a female doesn't accept as the logical brain of a male does. So if they don't accept the fact that they made a bad choice, well, that's the biggest red flag of all. That means there's no accountability, there's no responsibility, there's no ownership to improve one's life. So if you're going to date a single mother, you're not going to be first, you're not going to be the father, you're going to be a provider. And I guarantee that peace sleeve will dry up real quick, because now she cuffed a beta. Alpha males, strong men do not marry women that have other men's children. It's as simple as that. Now, the peace sleeve is good. I guarantee it, because it's feast or famine with single mothers, right? They don't have a lot of time to spend on dates. I remember I went on a date with a gal some time ago. She had almost 100% custody. The only time she didn't have custody was Tuesday nights, 4:45 to 7:15. Like the weirdest time. And then Sundays from 10 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. That's the only time she had custody. Like, no custody. Like, how are you going to have a relationship like that, guys? You got to think about this. If you want to have kids, you got to go to Jonathan Noble Squires page and watch his videos. You need to know what you're getting involved in, what the laws are and so forth, because they're not in our favor. They're not in men's favor in today's modern world. It's as simple as that. If you want to date a single mother, make sure those kids are grown and out of the house. It's as simple as that. Make it short term. I would never wife them up, right? Because again, women that have divorced their husbands chose that husband to marry. Okay? Choice is huge. Choice will define or will paint the picture of who that person is. But again, don't get involved with single mothers with little kids. I mean, please, guys, it's not going to fare in your favor. Now, I'm going to give it a 99.5% that it doesn't and a 0.5 that it does. Those 0.5s we need to study. We need to put them in some sort of like educational study to make sure and figure out how that happened. Other than that, this is rebel against defeat, chase excellence, masculinity, and men first.